Hey, Mike Callahan back here from GIE Plus Expo in the Service Autopilot booth. Just got some absolute rock stars coming live, dropping a knowledge bomb here. You got Jonathan Toshnak, Travis, Blake. You guys probably have noticed these guys out killing it on social media. We're going to be talking about how to grow and scale your business with social media and dominate your market. So I'm going to let everybody kind of introduce themselves. If you haven't seen these folks, they're all over the internet. They're just absolutely dominating the green industry. So Jonathan, no one has heard of you. Obviously, you're doing something on YouTube. It's called Lawn Care Millionaire. What's that all about? And what's the reason behind it?
Behind Lawn Care Millionaire?
Yeah.
The real reason?
Real reason.
So this is kind of the theme of what we're talking about here. So the real idea behind Lawn Care Millionaire is it's a lead funnel for Service Autopilot. Like, that's what it's really about. So I come from the maintenance industry in Dallas. I have a large company. And then I have the software company, which is Service Autopilot. And so when you go to think about how do you attract clients to your business, how do you get people to find out about you, how do you maybe do business with you, what we'll probably talk about is essentially it's a funnel. So you've got all these individuals out there in the world that don't know who you are, don't know what you're about, don't know why they should even talk to you, and somehow you got to attract them. And so let's say, for example, I'm selling software. Well, software is the thing maybe most people are interested in, or maybe they don't know anything about software. They don't even know why it would be such a game changer for their business. Well, how do I get to them if they're not searching on software? I get to them by talking about how to grow your business, how to market your business, how to buy trucks, what kind of trucks you buy. And then they find me in that way. And then from that, they're like, oh, hey, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. I hope if you watch my channel, I hope you believe that. Like, hey, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. He's actually built something big. And from that, then you start to discover the software, and then you start to move a little bit down this funnel that I'm sure these guys will talk about. And you start to, it's called warming up the lead. And then eventually on the other end, there's maybe thousands, tens of thousands, 100,000 individuals that could be in the market for our technology. And we sort of weed them out through this funnel. And then we get down to those that are really interested. And eventually they become our members. And that's the idea of what we're doing. And so I think what we're going to talk about here is take that concept you see all of us doing and swipe it, go apply it to selling whatever it is you sell in your market.
All right, so John, I'm going to give your audience like a real quick. I'm on the smallest influencer here.
Okay, come on in,
so
just so we
on-site
can make sure everybody's hearing
like,
you too.
Instagram and YouTube. I used to do all the other platforms, but I realized I don't execute well because I'm not running the business and I'm not off the truck, so to say, just yet. So what I've done is I've played the long tail of generations. So like my lead funnel consists of a Craigslist post in an area that I want to be in and a targeted video, not for like everyone, but for my customer in Lakeland, Florida, let's say. And it's forestry mulching or bobcat services or excavation or pond or ditches or something to do with some sort of landscape machine. And so what I'll do is I'll post the link in my Craigslist ad. The customer will text. I'll send them an additional video or two. And then by the time I get them on the phone, they're already an educated customer and I'm selling them. And I'm selling them in areas at higher prices than my competitors. My competitors see us come into their town or their area and think that we're undercutting.
Yep.
So they'll go low and we're continuing to go high just because we got to pay for additional travel. But we're able to just warm the customer up the lead. And we're not targeting like thousands of people. I'm targeting like the 3 people that are spending $5,000.
Yep.
And I'm closing them right there. So it's like a super ghetto, but super actionable like way to do it today. Like it's in a lot of my stuff I'll just repurpose from my Instagram stories. So I'll just shoot an Instagram like out mulching or forestry mulching, doing whatever we're doing. I'll take that, I'll save it, I'll upload it, and then I'll have my link. And it's not designed to go like massive. It's just designed to crush in Lakeland, Sarasota, Jacksonville, wherever I want to be for that particular season.
Really good.
That's it. But it's just an actionable lead.
Yep, that's awesome.
Blake Albertson with B&B Lawn Care. When I
Come in. I'm worried they might not hear you.
Make sure I hear 'em.
When I started social media, I actually started to get more clients. So I went to Facebook and added every single person I knew. I went to we had like neighborhood Facebook pages, and I went and added all those people. And like that just kind of like introduced myself because I had pictures of my work. And right there, I was just beginning video and stuff, but that automatically added everybody that in my area. So that got me started. And then when we started YouTube and Instagram, helping people and just documenting our work every single day, then just over the years, all those people are like, shared to, Nancy down the street that we know. And now, of course, we're people all around the U.S., lawn guys, and just homeowners. Just, look at that property. That's nice. How does our property get to look like that? And then through Instagram and YouTube and Facebook as well, just videos documenting your work, actually educating the customer and just other companies in general. Like, my competition isn't lawn guys all around the world,
Right.
you know, so let's work together, let's connect, and, you know, all try to build each other up. But in that process, clients find the videos. Like, I used to be scared of that, but nowadays, I mean, people are like, oh, I watched your aeration video. Can you come aerate our yard? We know, we see in the videos where you are. Like, that's our neighborhood.
Yep.
We know you're here. So I think it's cool in that way. But social media, to me, to actually get clients and you're not paying for ads, is a long-term game. Like, years and years it's taken of daily content. I mean,
That's a great point. A lot of individuals that start, they give it a few videos, like, oh,
And
this
they
doesn't
stop.
work, and they tell that's their thing. Oh, this stuff doesn't work.
Well, you and I were talking about real estate space. There is digital real estate space, and it's like land grab currently, right?
Yeah.
So like in your market, it might be like I did Sarasota lawn care for a long time. That space is still open, but I see it closing because eventually there's going to be like a saturated like 30 Sarasota lawn care videos out there, right? Right now you have one Sarasota lawn care video. You can also use hashtags on Google. You can type that hashtag in, and you type in that keyword, and boom, you're going to be right to the top. But there's still a little bit of a land grab occurring that, like, I thought I kind of missed it. But then when I look at it, I'm like, oh, there's so much space. And speaking to Blake, the organic is awesome, but the sponsored, there's a massive ROI still because it's not overpriced. Like, Google AdWords is way, it's priced correctly, but like Facebook or Instagram, and again, it comes to like long tail content where you're creating content for who your end buyer is.
Yep.
So like on my YouTube channel, I know that I have like 18 to 34-year-old males. That's who watches my stuff. And 98% of my people are 18 to 34-year-old males. So like I'm making content for them.
Yep.
But then for my like actual customers who are really paying me currently, I'm making long tail content just for their particular area to address all the questions that I get when I interview them.
Tell everybody
Just
what long tail means.
All right, so long tail like would be not the search keyword, but really the long run of the entire game. So like from the time that I know that I want to be in an area to I actually close and I'm actually in that area and I'm starting to dominate that market, it's really long-term thinking.
Yeah.
If you were to really think about long tail, it's long-term thinking. It's not playing like the short game. I'm playing a game where I'm like, okay, I'm creating content for this particular area that's going to educate my customers and then be a searchable keyword later, and I'll be that guy. So for example, like what lawn care truck to get, massive word, right?
Yeah.
Why I bought a Ford F-350 lawn care truck.
Yep.
Really niche. The Chevy guys are gonna be like, that's not my guy. But the Ford guys are gonna be like, well, I'm gonna listen to what he has to say. And then if I bring him into my website or bring him into a private group or bring him into whatever I want from there, I've already got the content for him. So that'd be a long-term play.
Yep.
And you can do that with these little micro niches.
Yep.
And then when you've got this little bit of content, you can repurpose it and then put a little bit of money behind it and send it to just like for example, my buyers are like in lawn care, we're 40 to 65-year-old women. So I would interview my lawn care buyers and I would hear from them and I would use what they said back to me in my interviews in just normal conversations. So they weren't formal interviews, but I would use their copy back to them in their copy. So I heard the word communication over and over. I put that at the top of every flyer. Everything I ever do is always like, we communicate. And people are like, oh my God. Right? But it's just, I'm just taking their wordage and I'm just flipping it back.
Really good.
So Travis, I'm hearing you right. There's a few key takeaways here. If you're getting into social media, you're going to be an expert. A, it's a long-term game. I'm guessing maybe 12 to 24 months.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
Blake can win it 5 years.
consistent.
it's
So I
a
know
long-term
And
game.
that's going to scare a lot of people off. It is so worth it.
Yeah,
like, in
but
your
if you're going to
business,
be,
and then start it up and then next week stop.
Right. But
You
that's
know, like,
but if you're going to be in the game for 30 years or 20 years, or like I'm 29 years old, so I'm probably working for the next 30 years. It's if I put in 5 years now and I'm going to ride that for 20, like that's totally
a
worth
great
it.
return.
I couldn't
Right.
agree with you more. So a little background on myself. I'm in upstate New York for a lawn care company. Probably started doing social media content about 36 months ago consistently. And it took a good 24 months to be relevant. What I think the biggest takeaway listening to Travis and Blake is they're getting ultra specific. So taking the truck analogy, you're going in and
Super
talking,
micro niche.
you're talking about the actual pain points that you're coming through your office, what they're talking about, and then you're spinning that specifically into, let's say, the Sheffield HOA. So you're talking specifically to an avatar of what that customer is and their specific pain points, and you're consistently wrapping content around it. So when we go out and look at this, at least from what I'm taking for is, A, we need to be consistent, whether it's 3 times a week, 5 times a week, whatever it is, consistency.
pick when you're going to do it. Give me like 1 week, oh, I want to do it 4 times, and then next week I don't want to do it, and then the next week.
And I think that's one of the things, Blake, that I've, at least myself, have been drawn to your content. It is ultra consistent.
Yeah.
And I know at least getting out of bed in the morning, and we work in 60, 70 hours a week field. Last thing you want to do is make the content video, but that's what's going to drive that long-term growth and consistency.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to get Caleb in here real quick.
Yeah.
Caleb, take my spot. Caleb's absolutely crushing on Instagram. He's too humble to say it, but he's like kills the hardscape space. So I want to get Caleb in here.
As we're looking at these different social medias, guys, is there a preferred medium? Are we hitting Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram? Where's the biggest grab right now for attention? And maybe where's it going in the future? So
Tell everybody who you are.
yeah, absolutely. This is Caleb.
Yeah, hey, we're Caleb. Caleb was on the landscape for those contractors. For us, like where we're getting the best reach is our clients is Facebook right now. Like all the empty nesters and retirees and stuff on Facebook. They're not so much on Instagram. Instagram's kind of a different game for me with our educational series and stuff that we're doing. So to reach out to our clients or our contracting company is to hit Facebook. Posting live videos for us is incredible. Like I'll post pruning, short stuff too, not long videos, like stuff that's we're a Twitter universe, right? So attention is very short. Attention span very short for us. So I'll post Facebook live video of like a pruning lecture, just a few things, and by showing what I'm talking about, and even telling folks, it makes them feel better. They know they're hiring a professional.
Like social trust.
Exactly.
Trust,
Social proof concept.
And that's kind of like social media in general. Like somebody comes on your page and there's no profile picture and you've got like 3 followers and then they're like, I don't know who this company is, but you have pictures from years ago of awesome work. They're gonna be like, these guys know what they're doing. Like, take control.
Are you guys doing anything to leverage your content? So what I mean by that is, so you record, say, that first video that goes on Facebook or whatever. Do you take that video and put it in other places? What do you do with it? Is it just single use, or do you?
I personally don't,
Okay.
because I'm big, and Travis here, he does a lot of repurposing, and I've been talking to him. I like to concentrate each social media platform. So like,
So it's fresh content for every different level.
because like it's like I just from doing it, I've noticed that the reactions are different. Like if I dedicate an Instagram post, I kind of know how to film it, how long it needs to be, kind of the look and feel of it. Same thing with YouTube. It's just totally a totally different edit, a totally different shot. You know what I mean? Like Instagram's real quick because it's so fast moving that you have to get right to the point where YouTube people like kind of sit down and they're ready to watch for a little bit longer. So
Can you give everybody an example of maybe how they use Instagram in their business? Like what would be an example of maybe a post or something the way they go about it?
I take pictures of 90% of the work I do, like whether it's a yard we cut, mulch, rock, whatever, from big jobs to just a quick lawn. We take pictures of everything. Whether I use it today, next month, in the wintertime when we're not doing anything, I'm just trying to keep people knowing who we are. I take pictures of everything and use it accordingly. So maybe we're pushing rock or mulch in the springtime. Well, I have pictures from last year, the year before that nobody's seen yet. So we can use that. Cool.
With Instagram, for me, if I want to reach clientele or potential customers in my home region, and they're on the hashtags. So, like, if we're posting a photo of a beautiful patio project we just completed in the hashtags, I'm hitting my own hometown. And so, like Lancaster or hashtag Lancaster, Ohio, is, all your local hashtags. The people that are using those, and know, I guess, how to search those things. They, I want to see what's up in Lancaster, Ohio, because they're from Lancaster, Ohio, especially in our region. It's a real tight community, and so people are watching that kind of stuff. And the same with even on Facebook Live video stuff. We're trying to tag specific locations and keep that in front of people. And I'm trying to get it to specific people that, again, in my community are influencers, just in the hometown industry. So the hashtag thing, we're trying to reach our local people is big, and then when we're trying to reach them more nationally, we We use hashtag Hardscape Brotherhood, Hardscape State, hashtag Cable, all those things. So we're trying to reach across. I do it for my hometown things because that builds my local proof, proof of concept, proof of theory, or whatever, really. And then, just I got a $16,000 patio project from a guy who's been following me on Instagram for a year. I do a lot of daily stories and stuff. He's like, I've been watching you for a year. I like what you're doing. Why don't you come look at a project for us? And it was a no bid. Like he just felt a lot of trust with us, and that drove it home.
Back to what you were saying about warming up the lead. I think that was you. Or maybe it was you. Yeah, you were saying. Great example of you're warming up that lead, that prospect of time, and you've done most of the selling already took place for you.
Instagram was a weird platform for me because when I came into Instagram, a lot of like high school, college buddies were on my Instagram. Like it was like, because they kind of just uploaded from my Facebook kind of personal group, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna use it for business. But interesting what you just said, I just sold like my first old college acquaintance because he's just been following my mulching stuff for like a year and a half. And he's like, hey, I work for a big corporate company, and you come into this property and like take care of it real quick. So I'm like, interesting, because I didn't really notice that those guys were following my stuff. But I'm big on the stories. Like I do a lot of Instagram stories, and then I do save them and repurpose them only because I have an execution issue. Okay. So I'm like with Blake, given unlimited resources and time, content for every single platform, edited as best you can. But for me, like I've got to go run the Bobcat, and then I've got to service a truck, and then I've got to get home and take care of my 4-year-old and do all that type of stuff. So like I'm like, all right, I'm just saving the Instagram stories. I'm taking some of them, adding some voiceover to them, uploading them to another platform, and that's what it is.
Quick question too. So if somebody's just watching this and they've never done Instagram stories, you mentioned hashtags. So if I'm looking to go out and find a local hashtag, is there a way to go out if I've never done this? What's the approach?
So I just went for Hurricane Michael, go up there and see what's going on. And when I was going into the affected areas, there was nothing on CNN or Fox or anything like that. I was like, hey, what town do I go to? Like, we're gonna go do service and things like that up there. So I would search the hashtags of the area, Hurricane Michael, Lynn Haven, et cetera, and I would see like stuff that was posted 30 minutes ago from different individuals, and I would DM them and just ask them like, hey, is there traffic lights up there? Is there power there? And so like I'm using a hashtag like that. Like if I go to like Siesta Keys, an area that we service, and, like it's my hometown, like it's an area of my hometown, I'll look at a hashtag Siesta Key. You'll find vacationers who are in now, and you'll just be able to like like Gary Vee says, like it happens in the DM, it happens in the DM. Like that's where it happens. Like you're in there and you have access to everyone, and you can reach out to almost anyone, and even repetitively, and at some point, a large enough guy will respond, or just a customer generally. Someone hashtags like lawn care, Sarasota, I can get in there, I can DM them and say, hey, where are you guys buying your whatever products you might be selling?
Good.
Awesome. Really appreciate you guys spending some time. I know the SA community and obviously the lawn care community in general appreciate you guys. You definitely need to get you on the SA Weekly Talk Show. Profit Roadmap is a podcast we do in Service Autopilot. Some of you guys be willing to come back and just drop a knowledge bomb in a specific part of this. But want to say what's up to Jason Cup watching live and everybody else. Anything in closing, Jonathan, or anybody here that you'd like to share with us? We're down at GIE for the rest of the day.
Just execute, just get it out.
Time to work and be ready for it. It's all long.
Consistency. I'm just name of the game.
Gonna echo that. I agree 100%. Just get in there and do anything, do something. That's
your first efforts are embarrassing, so what?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Works.
Look at all of our first videos.
Just do it.
Bad.
Yeah.
First draft is better than no draft.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't wait for perfectionists to kill their excellence.
Yeah.
All right.
Appreciate it, guys.
ya.
Until next week, SA Weekly Talk Show. Mike Callahan, Jonathan Joshnek, and the All-Stars of social media.
Awesome. That's great.